Good morning, afternoon and evening, my crazies. My name's Angela, I'm the Crazy Poppy Lady, and welcome back to this week's book review. Now this one is for Edward Menagerie's The New Collection. This is by Kerry Lloyd. Now I already have a Kerry Lloyd Edward Menagerie book on this channel, so if you would like to have a look at another one of these in a few once this video is finished, then please click on the I button up here. That one's all about dogs. This is a mixture of different animals. So let's have a look inside. Right, so let's have a look at the back of the book and we'll find out how much this book costs. Now this was first printed in 2019, so it's still quite a recent book. It's under 4 years old. Now it's priced up at £16.99 in the UK. That is the only price that is on the back of the cover. So if you have this book and you live in a different country, as in you don't live in the UK, please could you pop the details of where you purchased your book from in the comment section down below, and then I will pop those details into the description box so that anybody in your country who would like to get their hands on it can. Now this book's really quite good because she's linked it up with a Toft. So because of that, it means that you have the opportunity to share any projects that you've made with lots of other people by using different hashtags and @s and things like that. And there's also a whole section here that's for help, videos and all materials used within the book. Visit www.toftuk.com. There is also a Toft YouTube channel. I will pop the link to that Toft channel in the description box and down below. It's not a bad one. They have lots of videos on how you can join different parts of your your animals, either from this book or other books. And I think there may be a couple of free patterns over there for the whole animal as well. I've only ever used them as a reference on how to join, but it's definitely worth a look. Okay, so let's turn this over. This is a really good book because I'm going to show you half of the page here. It's got little pictures right at the beginning that show you all the different animals. Sorry, that one's got the library sticker on, so I've got to be careful. Okay, so let's turn straight over. I believe that's one of the author's children, if I remember rightly. Now this book was created by Kerry Lloyd. I can't remember if I actually said that a minute ago or not. There is 50 animal patterns to learn to crochet, so pause the book now, go grab a brew or get ready with your crochet or knitting or other craft and get ready to listen along and look when needed. You ready? I'm going to go a bit faster than I have done previously. Right, so starting off we have our main contents page, which has our introduction, how to use the book, what you will need, about Toft, tension and sizing. There is also patterns. We have a standard form pattern to start with, and then she sets the book out into levels, so level 1, level 2, level 3. Okay, now this is down to how difficult the pattern is. So if you're a beginner, you should with a bit of patience, be able to easily get through level 1. You want a little bit more of a challenge, but you've only been doing amigurumi a little while, don't panic. Move on to level 2. There'll only be one item that within the pattern that you may not have done before, or one new technique. Okay, so that's your level 2s. Your level 3s are your tougher patterns with a bit more technical stuff in it. So you'll need a bit more technical savvy, right? But it's fine, don't panic, because she has the technical side of it covered as well. With your basic skills, your stitch levels. Level 1, the stitches are for level 2 and 3. Stuffing and sewing, order of sewing, finishing details, a tale of tales, about the author, supplies, and of course a thank you section all at the back. So there's our introduction. There she is, loaded up with all her soft toys. Then we have the section, as I said, about how to use the book. I'm going to skip through. The materials are needed. A section about Toft. Then moving on to tension. And she's saying about how your tension can actually cause the item to become bigger or smaller. I have had this experience using the same hook years and years ago when I first started amigurumi. I made some a stack of pumpkins. They weren't meant to be a stack, but the more confident I got with the pattern, the looser my tension became, which meant my pumpkins got bigger. Yep, so there we go. This was my very first pumpkin. And as you can see, the next one up gets a little bit bigger, until we finally get to the bottom one, and out of all 3 she's a lot larger. Okay, so to me this hangs up in the corner of my room to remind me about tension when it comes to amigurumi. And of course, the tighter the tension, the tighter the stitches. The looser the tension, the more chance that your stuffing has of being seen between your stitches. I wasn't using my crochet hook correctly either when I made this. That's how early on in my crochet career I was. Right, let's move that over. Get back to the book. Okay, we have then got the section on the standard forms. And now it's time for level number 1. Are you ready? It's a rabbit. Oh, sorry. Sorry, it's a hare. This is Lucy the hare. Next up is a Quinn the alpaca. Then we have a tapir, which is Steve. Erica the camel. And Libby the wombat. This is Sheila the kangaroo. This is Daibo the buffalo. We have a warthog. I'll let you read that actual name on the top of the page. Oh, sorry kid. Right, now we are moving on to level 2. There are a lot more patterns in this section. Are you ready? We've got a wood mouse. We've got a meerkat. Jason the oryx. I'm not sure. It's a goat, isn't it? it's a type of goat. Okay, then we have got a rat. An Arctic hare. Why didn't they put it on a darker background so you can actually see it better? Then we have got a mouse. A beaver. Oh my word, what is that? It's Kylie. Okay, it's bound to be an Australian animal then. It's Quokka. Now, each of these patterns also comes with a little story about the item you are making. This one is an ox, a possum, and it's Edna. And then we have a white tiger, a three-toed sloth, a platypus, a mole, a lemur, and in I cannot pronounce this one either. It's another Australian, ECHIDNA. Just needs a pocket on the front and lots of gold gold items around it. If you're a Harry Potter fan, you'll understand the what I'm saying there. Right, then we have a Tasmanian devil. Sorry, but a Tasmanian devil's cuter than that. Okay, and now we move on to level 3. Ready to step up your game? And let's go. We've got an Arctic fox, a reindeer, a chinchilla, a moose, a giant anteater, a fennec fox. If you ever get a chance to see a fennec fox, they're getting quite rare. They are so cute. It's the most gorgeous kitten on steroids with the biggest, pointiest ears. Sorry, I love fennec foxes. We've got a llama, a baboon. Sorry, but that looks like a lion with the wrong colouring. How is that a baboon? Okay, maybe if you turn it round, it's got a big bottom. I don't know. Right, we've got a badger, a gibbon. Okay, a bit closer. We've got an okapi, or however it is said, okapi. A cheeky otter. Oh, by the way, the shading on this, it's not me, it's actually the book. We've got a fallow stag, an Angora rabbit, okay, a sloth bear, a leopard, a muskox. Yeah, I'm puzzled as well. A boa goat. That's cute. I'm not sure about this bit. No, that's cute. We've got a Shire horse. An armadillo. Sorry, I can't resist. Oh no, now I've got that dodgy advert in my head. If you want to know about it, ask and I will send you a link. Armadillo. Okay, move on. We have a snow leopard. We've got a skunk. Where's the floofy tail? You can't see the floofy tail. Skunk, it's all about the tail. Okay, doesn't matter. We have a flying fox. Okay, I could see that one. If you made the wings larger, I could see that one being a really cute lovey, if done correctly, so it's safe. But I can see that being a really cute lovey. Okay, and next up it's a lynx, red panda. Oh, there's the tail. Okay, now we're on to, that's pretty much all of the patterns now. It's just the technical stuff and other bits and pieces at the end of the book. So they're showing you how to use a scrap yarn here to ensure that you're counting your rows by weaving it backwards and forwards. Best technique ever, especially if you're like me and you forget your own name. Yeah, I'm not bad. Then we have a section about counting. We have how to do the stitches with really nice photographs there, as well as in written instruction as well. They're talking about lots of other bits and pieces there. Then it's how to stuff, stuffing and sewing, order of sewing. So it really has broken it down. The finishing details, so that's showing you here how to do chain loops, chain slip stitches, slip stitch, traverse, knot lengths, sewing on antlers, sewing on horns, chain tail, cutting loops. You see where I'm coming from here. It's covering everything you need. Now it's the section called a tale of tales. So it's showing you all of the different tales for all of the different creatures, or at least some of them, I'm assuming. Yeah, so I think the tail section's actually included in the pattern as well, so it's showing you placement more than anything. Then we have a section about the author and suppliers, of course, that are being Toft. Then a thank you section, a last image with the 2 children and all of the teddy bears in the book. And then that is it. Oh, I managed to get through this book quicker than normal. Right, so if you liked today's book, remember, if I've got any links to where you can purchase it from, it'll be in the description box and down below. Also remember that Kerry Lord has done a good few other books. Any that I've already shown you will be linked up here, so of course go and have a nose. That the dog one is quite funny. It's dog after dog after dog, so many different breeds. Now my personal thoughts on this one is I don't have any grandchildren, thankfully, and my children are now adults, and so these patterns would not be things that I would personally make for them. And I haven't got any wee ones in my family anymore that this would appreciate these. So would this book make it to my bookshelf? I'm sorry to say no, because I would have no use for the patterns after made. They would just end up sitting on my shelf, or sitting in a box like most of my other stuff is. But I'm now getting to the point where I'm not making it if I don't want to keep it. Yeah, so no, this one wouldn't make it to my bookshelf. But if you're looking for nursery style patterns, they're the ones that I call them nursery style because they're softer filled. There's less choking hazards on them, supposedly. So, but if you're looking for nursery style patterns, this book and this series of books that Kerry Lord has put out would be absolutely perfect for you, even if you are a beginner. Actually, especially if you are a beginner, because they've got absolutely everything you need. Now, if I had kids of my own, like little wee ones, or I knew I was having a grandkid on the way, yes, there may be a 1 or 2 in here that I would make. I wouldn't go for the ones with hair hanging off. To me, that's a hazard. But definitely something, say the otter. He's quite nice, he's quite simple, and there's not too much for the child to chew on. So yeah, that's when it would make it to my bookshelf. But this time around, nope, no grandkids in the horizon, I hope. Right, now any details I have found, or any other crazy has given me as to where you can purchase this book from, will be in the description box and down below. If you're interested, please have a look. The links there are just links, and I'll just take you over to where I found it the cheapest. Okay, but please remember, if you're outside of the UK, and make sure you look for your country's links. Now, I can't do your country's links, so if you fancy having a nose and seeing if you can find it, please do, and please pop the link in the description, in the comment section. Now, your comment will not show straight away because I have this channel set up so that links can't be shared straight away. Okay, I have to approve them. I've done that to stop adult sites coming on and bombarding me. I'll tell you what, it's working. Right, now I'm going to head off because I'm just rabbiting on now. So I'm going to see you all really, really soon. So please remember, stay chilled, stay happy, and keep crafting. Goodbye, everybody.